When I say that I stay calm in a war zone, I truly mean a war zone. Okay? I'm from Israel. It was fucking crazy. It was fucking scary because I have an anxiety thing. In the past, I was truly suffering from an anxiety that reflected physically on my body in a way that I couldn't breathe for days. It like this area here, I don't know how to call it in English, but what was happening to me is that when I was super stressed, and when you're stressed all the time. Also, by sitting on the sofa and watching the news, you are in a survival mode. So it was shrinking, and then there was not enough air to go through. It took me a while and not many, 4 doctors to understand that it's an anxiety. Because I went to check my lungs. 2 doctors told me, listen, lady, you have an anxiety. What you're having, it's your body is in an anxiety. And the other 2 doctors didn't understand, like, what's the problem? Said there's no problem, that's it. So luckily, I went to many doctors, and then I was like, I have this thing for years. What does it mean? It was when I was 18 years old, I discovered that this is the thing because it got way worse. So I'm super aware of not getting angry, not getting super anxious. Like, I'm super aware of my unpleasant emotions because I know where it can lead me to. And it can lead me to not breathing. The worst time was that 5 days in a row, the only way I could breathe is by laying on my bed and not move at all. When the war with Iran started, we didn't knew that it's going to be that crazy and scary. Because, in Israel, we used to, unfortunately, live in like this way, with rockets are firing at you from Gaza, from Lebanon by Hezbollah, from Houthis. What? You are not even close to us. Fuck off. What do you want? Those Houthis. They love to do it at the middle of the night and wake you up from your sleep with one ballistic bomb. They love it. And we know that the ones who are responsible for all of it, it's Iran. We know it. We in Israel know it. Suddenly, one day, like they did it already, they threw at Israel because of the war with Gaza. So they threw at Israel just 100 ballistic bombs. There you go. We are helping our friend. Puff, 100 ballistic bombs at you. And they didn't do it another time. And you're like, okay, we somehow managed to go through that. It was super scary for people here, super scary. And then this war started, and we didn't knew still that it's going to get that crazy. Because the first day you don't know how it's going to be. You just, okay, another war with another country. Yay. It was crazy. Okay, like, first of all, they had their thing that they love to throw ballistic bombs at night, like those Houthis. This is their technique. Okay, so at least once a night, you had to go through. We don't have in our house shelter, so we had to go to like the basement of the building. And at first, like, we were the only ones with another family from the building, and that's it. Because people, as I said, you don't really know what's going on. And with the bombs from Gaza, they are different bombs. We were down there since day one, and every time you have to be there, like, at least from the moment you wake up in the middle of the night, and you are waking up in a survival mode, like truly survival mode. The alarm is super like scary, and also there is the alarm like in the city that you hear everywhere, and you just do everything so quickly, and you just waking up like that, okay? You're just waking up, taking the cats, running, taking what we need, and running away. You're truly like you're taking your passports, your things with you, because you have like you prepared everything, water, because you don't know for how long you're going to stay down there, and usually it takes at least 30 minutes. We were always down there for 20 minutes until you receive the message that you can go out from the safe area. So in the middle of the night, you are with your pajamas, and we noticed that this is like happening every night, and the news are like super scary. Everything is like super scary. All of your friends are super scared because you hear that there was a bomb that fallen in like in Tel Aviv, and another bomb here and another bomb there. So you just hear or see in the news, but it's still not close to you. You hear kabooms, you hear crazy kabooms. Okay, it maybe sounds funny now because I'm a week after that. I had to take my time to relax from the survival mode that I was for 2 weeks, with horrible sleep, and just I will tell you how I managed to go through it. But the bombs, like the kaboom from the bombs exploding in the air, it's crazy. I never heard those kabooms with the bombs from Gaza, never. So you're just down there listening to kabooms, going out, first day of checking with your friends. And because I understood what is like, this is how it's going to be for, we don't know exactly for how long. They said in the news that it's going to take at least 2 weeks, or like, for 2 weeks, this is how it's going to be. Okay. So I thought to myself, I knew it. I can't let myself go into this rabbit hole of how the world is horrible and dangerous. And everything is so scary. And you need to be scared every moment of the day. Without watching the news, you are aware every second of the day that maybe right now you were going to receive an alarm and go like run downstairs. Maybe. So everything that you're doing, you're like, should I eat now? Should I take a shower now? Should I this now? You're thinking about every step you had to take on your day, because you don't know where you're going to be in a true survival mode. So you're already in a fucking survival mode. You're already thinking about this all the time. So I knew that I must somehow stay calm while there is a war. And while they were not, we are Iran and we are throwing our rockets, ballistic bombs only on places with army, yes, and intelligence, like force, yes, on the Mossad. We are not all the civilians in Israel. Go, don't be around the army and bullshit. They are fucking like, because I'm not living near a base, okay? No. My friends are not living near bases, okay? They were throwing on civilians purposely. They didn't tell you to go out of your home, okay, or leave the city. They said, all the civilians, don't be around. I saw this bullshit that they said, that Iran said, hey, don't go close to bases, to military bases. I wasn't close to any military bases, okay? And none of my friends as well. And I will tell you where the bombs were bombing, where the kaboom hit the buildings. I will tell you right now, those fucking liars. Anyway, I understood very quickly that I have to stay calm. And I understood that I don't sleep well. What happens when we don't sleep? I don't sleep well. I sleep horrible. Because it takes a while until you fucking fall asleep. Because you go to sleep and you're like, maybe they will shut down. But because you don't want to wake up from being asleep. Because it's not like when you're coming home after 30 minutes overall, you're walking back home. It's not like you're like, okay, let's go to sleep now. No, you're still, your heart is still racing. You're still filled with adrenaline and cortisol. You're still in this mode. And you know how many times those motherfuckers did this? You came back home until you fucking fall asleep. And then 2 hours later, again, we wake up. So so you know that this is what they do. So it takes it so fucking long to fall asleep again. So you sleep horrible. And when you don't sleep well, your thoughts are not working so well. Because when I don't sleep well, I'm so fucking tired. So what do I want to do? I want to scroll. And I know that if I will scroll on social media, I will see what I don't want to see this. I try to avoid the news. If I will scroll on social media, I will see the same thing. And I would not want to move my body. I just would like to lay down, scroll on my phone, feel even worse, think horrible thoughts. I can't allow myself to do it. So I thought, okay, first of all, I'm not reading any news. Obviously, I'm not watching. I'm not watching or reading the news for years. If you're new in this channel, I talked about it many times. And also with that situation, I said, okay, I'm not going to read it. My partner, he wanted to read sometimes the news, or sometimes he wanted to watch. When you heard a crazy kaboom, that you understand that it's falling somewhere, that the ballistic bomb hit a building or an area, unfortunately. And so I know that if something, like my partner knows. And the only thing that I truly need to know is when to evacuate. So I said, okay, no news. And immediately I didn't want to scroll. My brain decided, Rosalina, because I'm working on myself for so many years and I'm aware of what could happen if I will go into this rabbit hole, immediately the part who's in control said, I'm not touching my phone. No Instagram, no TikTok, nothing. Okay, great. What can I do? I said to myself, Rosalina, you will meditate. You know what? And I do breath work once a week because it's something that it's hard for me to put in my routine. It's not come with ease to me. So I said at least once a week I will do for 10 minutes breath work. And at this time, because I wasn't going outside, usually I'm going out for a walk. Because I wasn't going outside and I wasn't grounding, so I knew that, and I wasn't sleeping good, I knew that my body had to have something, like enough oxygen to think well, to be aware of how I supposed to maintain the situation. So I just wanted to do breath works. I was doing almost every day, 10-15 minutes of breath work. And I really felt good after that. And I was reading a book. And the book that I started to read is by Wayne Dyer. And this was the exact book that I needed to read at that exact moment. While my country, my amazing country, yes, that's right. While my country is in a war right now, and people are, and also myself, are truly in danger. So it was an amazing book to read overall in life, but it was like the timing was exact for me. This is how I felt. The book really helped me to stay calm. So, and also I understood that I need to have plenty of mantras and be super grateful all the day. So I was waking up, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time we're coming back from the bomb shelter, I was saying thank you so much that I am here and I'm healthy and our house is here and our safe place. Thank you so much. And for my cats and for my partner. And I was imagining that I have this blue jelly around our house and our building that protects the building. Really, I was all day imagining, and all day I was like imagining that I like put a spell on it and make it stronger and more powerful, and with a magnetic field that magnets only safety. Really, you just use everything you can, every technique that make you feel safe and calm. I knew that I have to feel relaxed all the time. I understood that talking with friends makes me take a lot of energy, and you don't have a lot of energy. So I decided to talk less with my friends. I also I felt that my throat is sore a bit. So I said, okay, it's a sign. I'm not going to speak. I'm not going to meet with anyone. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm here with my partner and with my cats, and I'm maintaining my energy. And because truly I didn't have nothing to give. This was a period of time that I wasn't shooting anything. I was writing a lot, and I was editing videos. I especially was writing a lot, but I wasn't shooting any video. So that's how I started the first days. And then the third day, there was a ballistic bomb that hit a place that is 20-minute walk away from me. It's 10-minute walk away from my mother, and it was 500 meters away from my one of my closest friends' parent. So their house, like, there was places in his parents' house that he was living 4 months ago, in this house, in this room, that all of the windows exploded and everything like was whoosh whoosh, or you don't know. I hope you will never know. And this was the craziest kaboom I ever heard in my life. My heart went out of my body, came with a boomerang, and wow, you would not believe how scary it was. We truly were, my partner and I truly were scared. And I said, like, what the fuck? It was here. You hear it, you feel it. It truly was here. And then you started to like understand that it's not like your friend is telling you something. You felt it. You're like, one of my closest friends, his room luckily wasn't hit by it because of the force that goes out of it, all of the energy. It can, like, plenty of houses broken their windows and broken things inside, even when the house or the area wasn't hit. So you're like, damn, it's fucking real. And then after a week, again, another one fell 15 minutes walk away from our house, and this boom was even like crazier than the 20 minutes walk. We were sure we were under the ground. It was kaboom. It was so huge kaboom that even like doors were like moving, things were moving by themselves from the force. And we heard that sploosh, squoosh, I don't know how to do the voice, but like a glass exploded, like the windows exploded. We were downstairs, my partner and I, and we were sure that we are going back to our house, and we see that we have no windows. We were sure, because we heard as if it was here. Luckily, thank you, we came back home and we saw that everything was okay. but we heard it was the energy of the sound that maybe got to us from the places, all of the buildings that the glasses were exploded, the windows got exploded. So this time you like, it was so close to you, and you like, you not only feel, you can see, you can walk around and you will see it. And every person you know, or it happened to him, or knows, or have a friend that something happened to his house, it started to get scarier and scarier with the days, as you can understand. And because I started, first of all, I'm healing myself for years already, and I know that these are the things that not only make you live in a scarcity mode, but these are the things that after a while will bring you diseases. It impacts your bodies. The way that it impacted my body with an anxiety that I couldn't breathe. Then after that, it will bring even worse things. And I can't control if there is a war or not. Trust me, we all here want peace, okay? We truly want peace. And it was so scary, and I just knew that everywhere I will look, in the social media area or on the news, they will talk about super scary stuff. Everywhere you will go, people will talk about that. Even there was a situation that before the ceasefire, they were firing rockets for like 2.5 hours. So we were sitting downstairs. They started at 5 a.m. So since 5 a.m. till 7 a.m., they were firing ballistic bombs, and we were downstairs, all of the people, for 2 hours. And it's like, okay, yeah, the conditions are bad. The place is looking like horrible. It looks horrible, truly, but I don't give a shit, okay? It's not like I'm living here. And I prefer to be here and while that's happening. And I was always taking my book, because I thought to myself, if I will sit here for a while, so at least you don't have a signal. So I would like to read. And we were sitting there, and the people started, some of them has like a better signal, so then they see where it fallen, what happened, how many people died, and they sit there and start to talk at 6 a.m. while you hear kabooming, where the person died, where it fall, how many people died, who are they, and they start to talk about it. How the hell do you think that you're going to go back home and fall asleep or fucking live your life? And this is what people were only talking about. So at that moment, I said, shit, I don't have control of the war that's going on. I don't have the control of the ballistic bombs that been thrown right now, that this is why I'm under the ground. I don't have control on what people are talking around me. And I have control only on myself. So I started to read the book, and I was screaming out loud to myself the words in the book, to not hear the ladies who's talking about, yes, oh my God, he died. Oh my God, those people were dead. Oh my God. It was hard, okay? It was hard. And I was screaming to myself. And one of the ladies has a child, a 4-year-old little girl. A girl, yeah, it's very hard for me with the accents to say this word. So the girl was sitting, with her own imagination and world. She wasn't doing something. She wasn't playing on her phone, something like that. She was just sitting for a lot of time, for more than an hour already, just sitting there. And I was with the book trying to read like out loud all of the words, and then she started to sing. While her mom and the other lady were talking about the most horrible, horrific things. I don't want to hear it right now because I'm still here. They're still throwing bombs at us. I need to stay calm because we are magnets. This is what we feel here. It's a magnetic energy. Truly fact. Here, around our heart, it's electromagnetic. So if I feel relaxed, and I feel relaxed under the ground, okay? There I can say a prayer, say a mantra to myself, be grateful. There when I'm relaxed, I can say it. And that's what I was trying to be. So I'm trying to stay relaxed. And then this little girl with ease, and she already understands the word that her mother is saying, and the woman she's talking with, and she just started to sing. And while I was saying these words out loud, I looked at a little child, and we can learn. People who think that children are stupid, they are the ones who are stupid. Children are so fucking smart, and we have so much to learn from them. And she just was sitting there and started to, I want to cry right now because it was so amazing for me that she just ignored what she was hearing, and she wasn't like singing to herself, la 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 la. She started to sing with out loud. And I was just looking at her and I was like, wow, she's ignoring all of this horrible stuff that are speaking in the air. And she just sing to get over it. She just puts good vibe, good energy. She was singing with joy at that scary moment while people were saying this scary stuff. And I looked at her and I was like, wow, I have another person here who sending wonderful energy with me to protect this building, to protect my house, to protect myself, my partner, and my cats, and our cats. It was just a magical moment in a not at all magical situation. So for 2 weeks, every day, I was in this routine. Even we have this thing from Asia that like have a sense. So we put it here. We put it here in this elephant. We have it from Thailand. And then we walk around with this thing that I don't know how it's called. And we are grateful. We're just inventing our own prayer and going around the house and saying a prayer that we are inventing that feels right for us, my partner and I, and just saying wonderful stuff and being so grateful. Like we were doing all of those spiritual and mental and physical things. You're doing everything in every area of your being, spiritual being, physical being, mental being, that helps you maintain the calmness in yourself, because we are magnetic and you are a magnet to what you are. Even if you don't want to take it, there is nothing to believe, it's a fact. We are magnetic. But if you don't want to believe in this fact, okay, because people don't believe in facts anymore, it's okay. So just to feel good. Just to feel good. And I think that's so important when everything is chaotic. This is the time to feel calm, to feel great, to spread this energy. And if you don't even want to think about spreading this energy, to stay within yourself, to be bulletproof, like Eve Pumpuras is saying. Like her book is called Be Bulletproof. In this case, be ballistic bomb proof. So how to be ballistic bomb proof, second book. And this is how I managed these 2 weeks. And I truly, while as I said, you are all day thinking about it in the back of your mind, but I truly managed to stay relaxed. Even when I wasn't sleeping, even with the craziest kabooms I've ever heard in my life, and I don't want to hear them ever again. Even in the situation, even when your friends are scared and everything is chaotic, I truly managed to stay in my world. And from that, given the outside. When the war was finished, when it started to the ceasefire, I felt that I can finally be like that, because you were in the survival mode. You want to, you don't want to, you are in a survival mode. At least try to be relaxed as you can in survival mode. And then I truly could release it all, and I just wanted to sleep and do nothing. This is what I was so happy. After 2 weeks, for the day I just could sleep without waking up in the middle of the night from the and being a survival and just do everything fast and go. So I just wanted to share it with you. And while it was all happening, I immediately understood that I have to share it, because this is how, because we are always hearing that we can't control anyone or anything, we can control only ourselves. So this is the meaning of you can't control what's happening around you, but by controlling yourself, you can at least impact some of the things that are happening around you. You can put your focus on other things, and you can help other people, because you are in a good energy. You are still somehow maintaining the high energy, and from that you are relaxed, and from that you are still in a place that you, in a creation zone. This is why I could write, because I took my survival mode and put it on writing. And I was focusing on trying in this time for 2 weeks that be creative, at least at one area, to put my energy out there. And I just want to tell you that it's really possible, even when everything is chaotic. It's really possible. It's very hard. It's very hard. You have to be aware of it 24/7. And yes, when you will go out of the chaotic zone, you will have to rest, to take it all out. You just don't want to do anything. But it's possible while you are in a chaotic zone to stay relaxed. So I don't know what kind of war zone you have in your life. Maybe while you are at the house, that it's an unhealthy environment. As I said, with a partner, you're just in a place with people or a situation that you don't want to be. focus only on yourself. Like when we were downstairs and people were talking about death while I was sitting and reading a book, I know that I was the one who wasn't normal, who was doing something that's odd. But I was the one who was relaxed because I was safe and I was alive. Although I was hearing kabooms around me, although I was for 2 hours downstairs, I still was relaxed. Instead of talking about the people who died while we're still there, and it's possible to still have more rockets around you, I don't want to think about people who died right now while I'm still in danger. I don't want to think about that. I want to think and believe that I am holding this building with the blue jelly around the building. I want to go back to sleep after that, so I must stay relaxed. And yeah, maybe it's not normal. Maybe people expect from you to lose yourself, to go crazy. But don't do that. I prefer people will see me and think about me that I'm crazy, while at least I feel relaxed. And same for you. Do everything you can in your life to stay relaxed. Listen to yourself. Put your focus in yourself. Do what's good for you, even if it's not in the norm to do. Thank you so much for listening to my story, to my way. I hope that I helped you today in some way. And I would be so happy if you will subscribe. It will help me a lot personally, and also it will help to this channel. And I would be so happy if you will also comment and share your insights, and maybe by that you can teach me something and also teach plenty of people around the world things as well. Thank you so much. I wish you magical life full of magical adventures and full of peace. Just be in peace. Thank you.